The starting lineup today for Holland Hurricanes are number 1, Jenna O'Neill. Number 1, Jenna O'Neill. Number 2, Hannah Powell. Number 3, Maya Uchowski. Number 4, Abby McDonald. Number 10, Samantha Payne. Number 12, Jamie Spencer. And number 14, Morgan White. And now the starting lineup for your Austin County. Number 3, Marie Fogarty. Number 4, Julia Henry. Number 5, Logan Tate. Number 9, Erica Stevenson. Number 11, Emma Burns. And number 12, Anna McLean. Number 1, Monica Delano. And number 6, Sarah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a wet and windy Central Maritimes here in Sackville, New Brunswick. I'm Steve Ridlington along with Ian Allen. This is ACAA TV powered by Sports Canada TV. This is coverage of Atlantic College Athletic Association women's volleyball. Featured this afternoon will be the Holland College Hurricanes in their whites. They'll be playing from the left to the right of your screen device, wherever you're watching this one. And the home host, Mount Allison University Mounties, in their traditional garnets, will be on the right side of the court, as you see from our camera position. Wow, Ian, this is a game between number 2 ranked Mount Allison, number 3 ranked Holland, and the top half of the 9-team loop is a logjam.
It is snug. UMBSJ is the only team that hasn't lost a match yet. I believe they have Kings is down in St. John later this afternoon, and then this Holland College team will be down in St. John tomorrow afternoon.
Henry, Tate, down, and that's Fogarty. Light touch, does it? Mounties up. They win the point. They win the serve. McGinnis, the libero, is out. Estefan goes in up front. Marie Fogarty, the veteran, will serve from right of center. 1-0. Quality dig. There's the set. 14, touched it on the way out. Point and serve. If you're going to watch any player on this Holland Hurricane team, Ian, watch number 14, Morgan White. Leads in kills per set, leads in service aces, leads in digs, leads in points. Is there anything she doesn't lead in, Ian?
Not that I'm aware of. It's a nice, solid player coming out of that power hitter position. Also, Jenna O'Neill from the same power. And they probably got the tallest combination of middles, one 6 foot, and the other is 6'4". So it could be interesting. I'm not sure which ones who we're working with at the moment. The young lady who's at 6'4" may not be in the match at the moment, or has the libero in the back row in her place at the moment.
1, 3, and 5 are up front, Ian. So here is White. Solid hit.
Yeah, that's the power she's been showing throughout the league, basically, either on attacks and on serves. It's going to be a tough serve from her no matter what. Nice, solid topspin serve. Ball's diving hard once it comes across the net.
Just a ball diameter inside the white stripe as well. Here's White. Hey, commentators sing praises, Ian. Shooters go down in flames. It's a corollary of commentary. Here we go. Here's Logan Tate. She is a power offensively for the Mounties. 2 serving 3 here very early in set 1. Lib puts it up. 5. Oh, no, off the net. And interesting push there by Sweet Apple. She's another strength for the Hurricanes as back goes number 3, Maya Utrosa.
Yeah, Sweet Apple would come hit usually from that right side position, coming in opposite setter. She's a solid player coming out of Corner Brook, Newfoundland.
The push, the hit, still in play, must go. Tate, set. Sweet Apple, Henry for the Mounties. Tate, Estefan off of 2 Holland College players before it leaves the court. Mounties get the serve back, get the point. 3 serving 4. This is Emma Burns.
Yeah, Mounties showed part of the reason why their block is solid. They're forcing the hitters to roll the ball over the top rather than having good solid hits. It's going to give an advantage. As long as Mountie can do that, it's going to give the edge to them a little bit as the match goes along.
There was a nice touch off of O'Neill. And I know before the broadcast you were talking about O'Neill as another tower of strength for these Holland Hurricanes. 5 serving 3 now. Yeah. And here is Sweet Apple back to serve.
Yeah, O'Neill's numbers aren't quite as high as White's, but she's a smart fourth-year player. She's consistent. And we go McCain hitting that ball off the block and out of bounds.
Came in touch with the antenna, Ian, and we've got 4 serving 5. And Estefan, I wonder if Verity is on board this morning. She'd be having breakfast out there in Calgary. Here's the set. Sweet Apple pushes it right and out. We're all tied up 5-5 here in set number 1. And here is Estefan, left of center. She is a quality contributor to the Mountie effort as well. Much too much on it, Ian. And
that was more angle than anything else. Just the ball approached underneath that toss a little bit, so she had to reach back to get the ball, which means it's going up rather than more up than forward.
This is White. Check that. This is O'Neill. Off the block. It's alive. Out. Oh, my. So close to in, but so close to out. 6-6. Here is McCain. McCain, left of center. Too much on it. Serve and point to the Canes. We're on a teeter-totter, Ian.
Yeah, this is going to be a close match. It should be close all the way through, no matter what the final turns out to be.
Jamie Spencer now.
Yeah.
Out. And we saw the back. Now we have the 4th.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's in a lot of this. It looks like there might be a lot of service errors happening, but it's just that at this level, they're asking the players to serve tough serves. They want it tight to the back line or dropping really short, and where you're dealing with margins of it, partial inch. Great block. Fogarty and Tate in on that one. That's going to be, I think, it's going to be probably the key for Mount Allison is to keep that league-leading blocking going that they've been doing so far. They get fewer attacks that way, but it gives them more control over what's happening on the court.
And we've talked about the 3-5 block team. Whoa. Henry, Tate, Fogarty puts it out, and a point. Yeah, they're leading at 3.25 blocks per set as a team, Ian.
Yeah, and those blocks are actually blocking stuff. So those are blocks that finish a rally. But it's the ones that basically alter the hitter's approach from the other side of them is what they're doing by setting that solid block up at all times. Hannah
Power off of McGinnis and out. We've got a lead by 1 to the Canes. 9 serving 8 now, and Hannah Power will try for 2 in a row.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a float serve. It shifted right, and McGinnis sort of went with her arms rather than stepping and get her body behind the ball as well.
Henry, Tate. Oh, my, too much on it from McCain. 2 more serving 8 now. 9 serving 8 for the Canes. 9 serving 8 now, and Hannah Power will try for 2 in a row. Yeah, it was a little bit of a float serve. It shifted right, and McGinnis sort of went with her arms rather than stepping and get her body behind the ball as well. Henry, Tate. Oh, my, too much on it from McCain. Lead stretches to 2, 10 serving 8 for the Hurricanes. Should talk about the impact and steadying influence of a solid set of serves. We're seeing that on this one.
Yeah, Tate had to go back and dig for that one. She made 2 contact, one went off of both hands. Just couldn't quite, wasn't able to get the position. Again, that's passing off that serve reception. It's got to be on, or it's going to be trouble for everybody. We've got 2 shout-outs so far. I believe only 2. One which is going to basically work for our long-distance one for the match. From Camilla Javier from Brazil, a couple of Brazilian flags there. She'd be out here supporting Erica Corriard, who's number 13 on Hurricanes, who's from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And also a good morning from Nanaimo, BC. Hi, Steve and Ian. It's Carrie Fogarty here, cheering with a delicious cup of coffee. Go Mounties and Marie Fogarty. She's great commenting. Great match so far. Yeah, and this is going to be a tight match all the way through.
And we missed out on our 2 Java takeouts yet again. All right. Hey, Verity Turpin, thanks so much. Greetings, and yes, drinking my morning tea as I cheer on Erica and the girls. Lots of snow here in Calgary, so I'm glad I can cheer the girls on via the stream game. Yay, go Mounties, Verity. As always, a genuine treat to have you on board supporting the Mounties. So be great to hear from the Hurricane Nation as well. Mounties TV at MTA.ca, Mounties TV at MTA.ca, or the YouTube chat box. 11 serving 8. Henry, Tate, Burns. Yes. Read that opening the veteran Burns did. It is 9 serving 11.
Yeah, she saw the gap to the right of the ball. It just went just to the right of the blockers, took a little bit off of it, so it came down and hit the court in front of the back row defense.
We have some gentlemen supporters. I'm not sure they know how to spell. I haven't figured quite out what the word is yet, but double struck. Yeah, they're
enthusiastic, which is great to see.
They're enthusiastic, but they cannot spell. I believe all the components of Mounties are there, but not. It's early. It's probably early in their time frame, and they haven't got it spelled quite correctly. Someone may tell them at a point in time. It is 11-10, and we look at the standings, Ian, and we have a trio at 6 points, a duo at 10 points, and I think you already mentioned the UNBSJ perfect record with a solid hold on first at this time.
Yeah, I mean, we had no matches last night, but it's a busy weekend because there are 4 matches today. This one here with Mount A and Holland is the first one of the day at noon start. We also had this one would be, where are we floating? We also have at 4 o'clock, we have Kings at UNBSJ and Crandall at St. Thomas. And 6 o'clock, we have University of Saint Anne at Dalhousie Rams. And then another 4 matches on again tomorrow. So it's a busy weekend just crammed into 2 days rather than 2.5.
Absolutely. Mounties serve. It is Fogarty. Nanaimo. Have a sip either before or after the serve, but here we go. Marie Fogarty serving right of center. 10 serving 11. Back row and bye-bye.
Nice deep float serve that shifted on her just before it got to her. Makes it difficult to play the ball cleanly.
And fans who may be wondering, I can now tell you that the gentlemen have confirmed the spelling of Mounties, and all is right with the ship. Too much on it from Fogarty. 12-11 point and serve to the Holland Hurricanes, and we've gone through the rotation, and we're back to Morgan White, the offensive and quality leader of this team by her performance numbers. 12 serving 11. Net ball, unforced error, point and serve Mounties. Logan Tate now. Tate is right of center. Back row off the libero. That is Carrard. Block. There's that right side block again, Ian. And this time the dynamic duo is Estefan and McCain. Lead swing to Mount A. Carrard, White, Tate, Gallagher, Burns. Must go. Burns. Still in play. Floater. Carrard. The push. Henry.
Mount A blocker on the net for that one.
We're all even, 13 versus 13, and going back is Maya Utroza. 2.3 points per set for the Canes. She'll be left of center. Tate hit.
Tate came down. Her foot was all the way. It was all clearly across that center line, which is not legal. Got to stay on your home. Got to at least over the line, if not on it. And once you get all the way across, it's then considered a violation.
14 serving 13. Henry directly back. The push is up. The hit down in. Sweet Apple. Every time Sweet Apple's in that right front spot, she makes an impact.
Yeah, she's it. She's consistent, smart player. Coming from a strong program up in her home area, Newfoundland. I know she's played played for provincial teams as well. Nice off speed, caught the top of the net and dropped. As soon as it hits the net, receivers really need to keep moving. But as soon as it hits and stalls, your first reaction is to freeze for a second, and that's when it winds up hitting the floor.
That lead is stretched to 3.
Back row blocker or black row attack. Yeah, back row blocker. Would have been the setter. I believe McCain. I don't know, Logan. Would have been Tate was up.
All right, Utroza going for 3 in a row here. She stretched. Oh, my. $14, serving 17. Burns. The 23-24 All-Canadian. Burns right of center. She'll try and narrow the gap. Up and out. Point to the Mounties. Gap now 2. Galen, our favorite photog, was involved in the play there, Ian. Burns. Back corner. Oh, it's a live floater. Wow, quite a recovery there. Yep. Sweet Apple, no. Gallagher, Burns. White. The block. It's up, it's over. Gallagher. The set. The hit. Back corner, Guerrero. Sweet Apple.
Excellent job, excellent drop, dropping that ball right on the line. That was a tough cross-court shot.
We've seen Henry use that angle or that shot previously, but on this occasion, very effective. Mounties trail by 1. Burns bringing them back. There's a set that is out. Sigh of relief from Gallagher when she knew she made the right decision, Ian.
Yeah, no, it was good judgment call on Gallagher's part. The lib playing back row for the Mounties at that point. That ball is out by 3 inches, maybe 4, but a line and a half width.
Wow. All even. That's White. Back. Mounties have the lead for the first time in a moment. Here in set 1, it is a barn burner, a seesaw, a teeter-totter, a back and forth. It's a good one. 18 serving 17. 19 serving 17. That's on me, says Jenna O'Neill.
Yeah, just basically tried to, ball broke a little bit, tried to play it with her arms to switch it over. We got a substitution coming in for Holland College. Caden Close out of Sherwood Park, first-year player out of Sherwood Park, Alberta, is coming in for Jenna O'Neill.
All
I
right.
think it's more just to shift things around a little bit.
Yep. Burns. And out.
And apparently that little pause didn't affect Burns' service at all.
So is that a strategic choice to serve to the new insert, Ian?
Yeah, quite often, yeah. It depends on who the player is coming in, but you're going to be one of your top 2 targets usually.
Burns, back row, White, the set, the hit. Oh, great work from Gallagher. Henry. Whoa! Did you see? I could read Henry's lips. Did you see? We did too. 21 serving 17, and Burns's maturity. She's going for her 7th consecutive point, Ian.
Yeah, and Craig Hoskins subbed in O'Neill back in an attempt to try and break up Burns' rhythm. Serve was still good, but Hurricanes are actually able to get a good pass and get a solid attack off of that.
There's that height. Fort Francis, Ontario, Spencer at 6'1", took advantage of her height there. Tate, block, McGinnis, Estefan, back it comes, out it goes. Tate had eyes open there. 22-18, Mounties. Estefan, Verity. Estefan to serve at Verity, our good friend in Calgary. Too much on it. 19 serving 22, and Jenna O'Neill to serve. 0.42 service aces per set thus far on the season. Soft one, Henry, Tate, Burns, still alive. Sweet Apple, the block. No!
Yeah, solid 2-player block at the net again. Really cuts down on the options for the Hurricanes offense.
The rhythm of the front line this morning thus far has been top-notch. In 23 serving 19. This is McCain. There's the set, the hit. And how did the spin on the ball, was it impacted by that contact with the tape? It may have confused the blockers on the Mount A side, Ian.
Yeah, it increases the spin a bit, but also delays the movement of the ball coming across the net, which is what causes most problems for receiving teams.
Okay, Marissa O'Donnell, our first chance to see her from the serve line, left of center. Tate, push. Oh, good move by Burns. Henry down. 24-20 for the Mounties. Gallagher in, McGinnis out, and it looks like Henry has the serve, and she has potential set point here in set number 1. You're watching AOS TV, powered by Sport Canada TV. I'm Steve Ridlington on play-by-play, Ian Allen on color. Ben Hoochard is our camera dude. Up, over, Gallagher. It must go. Floater. The set, block, down. Mounties take set 1. 25-20, Ian Allen. Did this one live up to the menu of thoughts we had coming into the first set?
Absolutely. I knew this match was going to be tight and solid, like back and forth the whole way through. And that first set showed that we were right in that call. Major difference on this one would have been, again, Mate was more consistent with blocking and controlling that play at the net and forcing Hurricanes into offensive decisions that weren't necessarily the ones they wanted to make. That's the key point on that one. And both teams had good runs for good solid serves. I lost track of how many. Like, we had a number the balls were going a little deep, but also lost track of how many balls were being served that were being played within a foot of that back line, both sides. So that's the key thing. They want to try and keep the other team out of getting into a solid offensive pattern, and that's the best. Basically, deep. The further you can get that serve reception happening from the net, the better. The higher the odds are of it's going to be. It's going to affect the quality of that pass for the second contact.
Excellent, Ian. And our good friend Paul Henry has checked in. Hello, Steve and Ian, cheering on our Mountie women from Toronto on another great match. Go Mounties, go. That is Team Henry reaching out from Toronto. Ian, you have a message.
Yeah, and we have Charlotte Stoffman. Let's go, Kane. She's cheering from snowy Calgary. Another one out there. And Natalie LeBlanc, which is Emma Burns' mom. So shout out from Emma Burns' family from Fredericton. Heavy rain kept us home for today's game, but proudly watching from home on the big screen for today. Go Emma, go Mounties.
Hey, thank you so much. Across the nation and down into the southern hemisphere with viewers in Brazil today as well. So glad to be able to share this with you here on AUS TV, powered by Sports Canada TV.
We're ACAA, not AUS.
Well, thank you.
We have one of those games tonight with hockey.
Yeah, right on. ACAA TV. My goodness. I don't want to upset the bosses there. ACAA TV, powered by Sports Canada TV, and the quality of volleyball we can share with you is the quality that these young women as student athletes invest. And Ian, I know that you and I have said, short of perhaps senior club ball and the provincial squads for the respective provinces, this is some of the top women's amateur volleyball you will see in the country.
Yeah, the ACAA level is definitely down a step or so from AUS women's volleyball. AUS women's volleyball is a little more competitive at a national level than the ACAA is. The ACAA will have teams competing competitive nationally on regular occasion, but it's not the same teams consistently. This year, I think on the women's side, it's not doing too bad for national rankings. For the guys, however, I think I'm not even sure if we have an ACAA team in the national rankings for the men.
Not this week. I don't think so, Sarah. All right, those games we talked about happening a little. Okay, let's first of all concentrate and tell you that Holland in their whites is now going from right to left of your screen, and the Mounties on the other side. The push up. Back it comes. Straight over, back there. Okay, I just want to signal that that's a new face we did not see in set one. Samantha Payne out of West Kelowna, BC at 6 foot even. She's on the right side at this time, number 10. Newly inserted for the Canes. Oh, my. Words you can't say on TV. I just saw that from the server, but I won't tell anyone. One serving one, and this is Logan Tate. She'll be left of center on the serve. 1-1 to start set two. All right.
Another deep serve within a foot or so of that back line.
And number 15, the libero, Jubenville, was aware. Two serving one. Tate. Got it up. It's alive. Over it goes. Gallagher. Tate. The hit off of Jubenville and out. 3-1 Mount A. Tate. stepped over to the right side of center from the left side on her last service. So keep the defenders honest, I guess, Ian. And here she comes. Wow, deep dig there. Henry, Tate. Oh, Ian. How close, my friend. 4-1. Oh, my. Tate, right of center. 4 serving 1. There's the set. Oh, quality block.
Ooh, just outside the line, just outside that sideline when it came down, though.
Yep.
Didn't quite get all 4 hands turned back in towards the court.
Utrosa to serve for the Hurricanes. She's left of center. And she showed very well in set 1 her capacity in the function. Henry, McGinnis. There's a floater. The set. The hit. Henry, McGinnis.
And off the ceiling.
3 serving 4. Utrosa.
Yeah. McGinnis had to scramble deep to try and pull that ball back in. Just got a little too much on it when she made contact with the ball.
Back across. Utrosa. Push. McGinnis saw it. Tate. Burns. Wow. Quality rally here. And out. Exciting back and forth. Utrosa out as Jubenville, the lib, goes back in. 5 serving 3. Here is Burns. Burns was a large part of the offensive output for the Mounties. And here we come. This is Samantha Payne, 1.4 points per set, 0.40 service aces per set.
Yeah, there was good vision by Power on that one to dump the ball over the blockers into the empty space.
McGinnis, Tate, block, no. All even, 5 serving 5. Whoop. Okay, what's the signal from the upper ref?
That's the signal for the captain. They want to come over because the captain is the other one that's supposed to be in conversations with the referee.
Okay, clarification.
I'm just
perhaps?
trying to. Yeah, no, it was somebody's behavior on something.
Okay.
It was somebody's reaction to something. I didn't quite catch what it was, but.
Nice by Henry. Paul, be proud. Great shot to that back corner. 6 serving 5. Estefan Verity to serve, left of center. Back row. Up. Off of Burns and out. Point and serve to the Hurricanes. 6 serving 6.
Yeah, that was from a back row attack. That was actually, she picked a good spot, sort of deep and in the seam between the back row defenders.
Oh, number 4.
Really good block. Yeah.
We just saw the advantage of being 6'4", Ian.
I only wish I could play at that height.
A positive altitude on the part of that player. Oh, my. 2-point lead for the Canes. This is Jenna O'Neill continuing to serve. Jenna O'Neill to serve. Too much on it. Point and serve to the Mounties, 7 serving 8, and it will be McCain. McCain out of Fredericton. Oh. Wow. Oudian just out, I think.
Yep. Yeah, the line judge thought there was a touch, but overruled by R1 with no touch. I don't think there was. I didn't see one on that myself.
Okay, here is 6'4" Abby McDonald. Tate. Great block there, right side. Timeout taken by the Mounties, Ian. And what do you think the thoughts are that Robbie Krause, head coach, will share?
He just wants to remind them that at this stage, I would say just to focus on that first contact, make sure everybody's on the same page when they make that pass, and hitters are aware of where the blockers are. They seem to have lost a little bit of that communication in the last few rallies, which has allowed the Hurricanes to go on a bit of a run. But what we've been seeing so far, that's been and we have lots of shout-outs here. All from Colleen McCullough. Let's go Canes. Huge shout-out to Maya Utroso. Go get them. She's cheering from Ontario.
Excellent. Thanks for being with us, supporting the Canes Nation. 10-7, if you're just joining us. The Mounties did take the first set, 25-20. You're watching ACAA TV, powered by Sports Canada TV. I'm Steve Ridlington on play-by-play. Ian Allen is our panelist, and technical producer Ben Hoochard is our camera guy. The Mounties will see action in Truro tomorrow when they face the Dow AC Rams. We'll tell you about other action on the weekend when we have an opportunity. Here is McDonald with the serve. She's right of center. Tate. Hit. Over. McDonald. The push. Up. Must go. Burns. McNeil. White. Burns. Tate. Push.
Yep, contact on the net.
4 points to lead now. Mounties. McDonald certainly focusing her team's energy and offensive output. Out it goes. Point to the Mounties. Serve to the Mounties. Jubenville in. McDonald out. 8 serving 11. This is Julia Henry serving right of center. Into the back row. Jubenville. There's the set, the push. It's alive. Back it comes. Must go. Burns over. Block. Up. The set. The hit. Henry. Tate. Fogarty. Oh my goodness. Traffic jam in the back row in 9 serving 11.
Yeah, and there we go. That blocking again that's been happening for Mount A. It's just it forces the other team to make choices that aren't the ones they want to make happen on the court. Wow, that was a tough sentence.
Jubenville. Whoa. The power. I say this only in the most complimentary of ways. A petite woman, but a steel spring of power.
Yeah, definitely not afraid to hit the ball, and that's good. That just tipped off the top of the fingertips of the blocker.
There we go.
Great short back set to Fogarty. Buries that ball in the middle. The timing on shifting the timing around on the attack approaches like that. Base is enabled Fogarty to get up there with nobody to block.
Fogarty right of center on the serve. O'Neill. The hit. It's alive and no. Point and serve to the Canes, 13-10. And here comes the woman we've been talking about, Morgan White. Tremendous vision in terms of seeing the game gel in front of her. 13 serving 10.
Oh, great dump by Tate. Beautiful vision. Saw nobody went up with her. She was front row. All legal.
11 serving 13, and Logan Tate has earned the privilege of serving for her squad, right of center. 11 serving 13. We're in the second set here at McCormick Gym. Once again, Ian, you and I have talked about this before, but for younger viewers, younger aspiring players, yes, you can have slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, at the net, but the last two exchanges have been very soft but very focused action.
Yeah, just being aware of what the defense is giving you for options is the most important thing. You want to be able to hit the ball hard a lot of the time. You need to know, hitters need to know when to back off a little bit. Like right there.
Great exchange. No. All even, 13v13. An exciting rally for us to share with you. We hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching this one. O'Neill is coming out, and number 12, Jamie Spencer, going in. That's a height thing, I think, is it?
It could be a little bit. Sometimes just to cause that little bit of the short delay for the server to try and ice them a little bit.
Tate must go. There's that blocking combo. Burns and Estefan, 14-13. Lead swing to the Mounties. Mounties are up 1-0. If you're just joining us, they won set 1, 25-20. This is Tate, right of center. 14 serving 13. Up. Back row. Must go. Burns. Point and serve to the Canes.
Yeah, went for the tough line shot on that one, just outside the court.
Jubenville, the lib out. McDonald, the tower of power for the Hurricanes, is back in. This is Utrosa. Oh, my. I think Henry was caught by the spin there, Ian. 15 serving 14. Utrosa going for 2 in a row. Henry, Tate, blocking down off of Estefan. We're all tied 15-15. I think the biggest gap in the two sets thus far has been 4 on behalf of the Canes. Yep. It is that tight a match. Oh, my. McDonald recalculating with her GPS at this time. Utrosa out as Jubenville, the lib, back. Burns right of center with the service for the Bounties. Oh, my. Net ball, unforced error. Point and serve to the Canes. 16-16 as McDonald goes. No, check that. It is, in fact, Payne. Samantha Payne, left of center on this occasion. 1.4 points per set, her average contribution. Oh, my. Too much on it. Point and serve to the Mounties. Mounties have a 1-point lead. McGinnis, the lib, out. Fogarty in. Estefan to serve. She'll be left of center.
Yeah, just a quick reminder, everybody, the liberos are basically they're a designated defensive player, can only play back row. They're not allowed to play up in the front court at all.
Off of White and out. 2-point lead for the Mounties. Estefan would like 2 more, please. There's the set. Oh, great touch from number 12. That was Spencer. Point and serve to the Canes. Spencer out, O'Neill in. Jenna O'Neill to serve. She contributes 2.9. She is second best on the squad coming into this game in points per serve. Burns, Tate, block, out. Mounties, point and serve. Block went out of the playing surface. Here is McCain, left of the center stripe for her serve. Net ball, unforced error, point to the Canes, serve to the Canes, and it is a number 4, Abby McDonald.
Yeah, on that previous rally, we saw the Mountie player make the hit and then step across the center line, but she was outside the playing court when her foot came across the line, so that's legal.
No, wouldn't go for O'Neill. Point and serve to Mount A. Jubenville, the libero, is in. McDonald is out. This is Henry to serve for the Mounties. They lead by 2 here in set 2, 20-18. Back row, no. Back row and down, 21-18. And head coach Craig Hoskins wants a break, Ian.
Yeah, he just wants to get the players settled because they're overthinking things right now a little bit, especially on serve reception. And there's just where they're not focused on the actual play. They're just thinking too much about what I did the last one, and where they've had some troubles controlling a couple of them. It's tough, but he's got to get them to try and focus to the point where they just forget that. Focus on the next rally as it starts.
All right, Ian Allen, thank you so much for that. Let's tell you, folks, other games upcoming today. They are late afternoon or early evening starts. UKC is at UNBSJ in St. John. Seawolves, that'll be UKC against number 1 in the league. Crandall is at St. Thomas, 4 p.m. start there. And Université St. Anne is visiting Truro for a game against the Rams with a 6 p.m. start. Let's just finish very quickly by telling you tomorrow's action has UKC at Stu and Holland at UNBSJ, both game, and also St. Anne at Mount St. Vincent. Those are all 1 p.m. starts, and Mount A will play the Dow Rams in Truro at 2 p.m. So lots of volleyball action, and this is Henry to serve for the Mountie. 21-18. Wow, right between the rows. Good read by White. Point and serve to the Hurricanes. And back goes Hannah Power.
Yeah, a tough first pass in that. Limited the options for setting. And the hitter was smart enough just to do a nice little roll shot over top of the blockers.
McGinnis. Tate. Burns. Free ball. McCain. Tate. It's alive. Back row. Tate. Canes ball. 20 serving 21. Wowzer. Could it be closer, Ian? I don't think so.
Slightly, but only slightly. Could be tied.
Power, net ball, unforced error. Point and serve to the Mounties. 22 serving 23. Fogarty, right of center. Calgary. You'll be ready for a second cup here. There is the set, the hit, and no.
That's White again coming in from that power, from that left side power position. Just leaned on top. It just came down on top of that ball beautifully.
And White can do it. Oh my, we're all even, all even.
Yeah, miscommunication would be the right term for that one.
All
They had two
right.
players going for the ball, and nobody called for it cleanly. And Coach Krause is calling his second timeout just to make sure that doesn't happen again.
22 serving 22. And
again, it sort of puts the two things you want to do is just that little mental reset, and it also puts a little, in some cases, will put a little bit more pressure on the server because they're sitting there, they're in here in the timeout thinking about what they're going to be thinking about serving that ball coming out. And the longer they have to think about it, in most levels, the more of more issues can crop up out of that.
all right, Verity's back. The girls are blocking machines. What great volleyball. So much fun to watch, Verity. Couldn't agree with you more. Verity Turpin, big fan of Estefan, number 9, checking in from Calgary this morning. Thanks for checking back, Verity. And we are sure pleased that we are able to share this game with fans, friends, and family of the participants in the match.
Yeah, speaking of which, we have another shout out from below the equator from Marcia Mato, cheering for Brazil.
Excellent. Bienvenidos. Although I'm sorry, that's Spanish. I'm not sure what welcome is in Portuguese, but there we are.
Similar, but not quite.
All right. Tate. Off of Jubenville. There's the set, the push. Out.
Nope.
In, out.
In.
Wow.
Oh, that was in.
Wow, 23-22.
That was about 6 inches inside the line. Nice shot deep in the corner.
White. Net ball, unforced error. 23-23, Ian. And for our volleyball newbies, it must be a 2-point spread, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. And there's no cap on the number of points for that to happen. So you could have, I've seen matches 37-35 before. Those are long ones.
There is the set, the push. Oh my. Point to the Canes. Libero Jubenville out as they put McDonald's Height in the middle. And potential set point here with number 3, Utrosa, serving left of center. Potential set point. Net ball, unforced error. Point and serve to the Mounties. Gallagher in at lib. It is Emma Burns.
And this is only the second set of the match. I've been on the edge of our seats most of the match so far. And nope, that's going to be 4 contacts. Couldn't quite dig that ball up and get it over the net.
4 touches. Okay, Burns has potential set point here. Oh, no, she doesn't.
Oh, she will after the timeout called by Coach Craig Hoskins of the Hurricanes.
And that's a cool your jets maneuver relative to the server. Do you think?
Yeah,
more than team reinforcement.
At this stage, it's a bit of both, but that's probably the key point. They want to break the rhythm that the other team is in at this point, and it's a little bit like free throws in basketball, where you said they want to try and ice the shooter, or in this case, ice the setter.
All right. Thanks for being with us wherever you're watching. We certainly encourage you to reach out. Remember, Mounties TV at MTA.ca, Mounties TV at MTA.ca, all lowercase, and of course the chat box on YouTube. But great, we have across the nation and indeed across the up and down the Western Hemisphere with our our fans on board from Brazil today. So exciting to have you with us, and our pleasure to bring you this match on ACAA TV, powered by Sports Canada TV. And Emma Burns looking pretty cool with the opportunity here with his potential set point with this serve. The set, block, there it is, 26-24. And if you wanted to know whether fans got their money's worth out of the match so far, Ian, I would say definitively yes.
Absolutely. I mean, as I said, like, I wasn't kidding. Like, normally I'm fairly focused on what's going on, and it's fun to watch it, but I've been pretty much up on the front edge of my seat the whole match so far. And it's what we're expecting to see. What I was expecting to see was tight, a number of errors, few more errors than I was hoping to see, but of those have been forced by good plays by the other team. So, and it's going both ways. Mount A's taking a little bit of an edge on both of those, with the 5-point win in the first set, and then the 26-24 win in the second set. And it's like that 5 points. Other than that 5-point lead at the end of the match, the biggest spread, or at the end of the first set, the biggest spread we've had at any point has been 4 points. Other than the finish of set one.
And for sure, Ian, and these teams played one match previously, I believe, right? Back on the 15th of November, the Mounties were in
Charlottetown.
Yep.
And that was a 3-1 win for the Mounties.
But I don't know if you want to look at the just share the give us a flyover of the standings coming into this one.
Oh, coming into this one, we got UNBSJ Seawolves at 6-0. They're playing Kings today to try and stretch that to a 7-win streak to start this match. Mount A is just marginally in leading in the tied with points for second at 5-1. Holland is 5-2. Holland will actually be going down to playing St. John tomorrow, where Mounties will be going down to Bible Hill to play the Rams. Coming in after that, we've got that logjam with University King's College, Mount St. Vincent University, and Crandall University, all with 6 points, but they're different, like 3-2, 3-3, 3-4. So it's all tight in there. Dal AC, and it's nice to see Mount coming back because they started off the season 0-3. And they're Coach Brooks looks like he's starting to get them working together as a team, which can also be said the same thing. We saw Dalhousie Rams up here earlier this season, and it was a little bit of a surprising 3-straight set win for the Mounties. There was a major lack of communication on the court for the Rams, which is unusual because they have a number of veteran players, and it looks like they're starting to get their feet back under themselves as well. St. Thomas is a little bit of a surprise at 2-5. It looks like they're going to be up and down all season. And University of Saint Anne has had a not very successful season so far, and they're still looking for their first win.
And just to remind our viewers, how many teams out of the 9 advance to the playoffs?
6 will make playoffs. 1 and 2 will get a bye. 3 plays 6. 4 plays 5. Lowest surviving team out of those semis, or out of those quarters, will play the first place team in the semifinal.
There you go. Thank you, Ian.
And those championships are actually over in Charlottetown at Holland College this year.
Yeah, and I think our friend Verity has tickets booked already from what she had shared with us already.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well done, Verity. All right, folks, the Mounties have returned to playing from the right to the left of the screen where you're watching this one. And the Hurricanes are coming back the other way. Off of Henry and out. First point scored by the Canes. That was Hannah Power.
Yeah, those are tough ones to play sometimes because you're looking at basically the ball's coming in just below shoulder height, and you're trying to figure which way you're going to play the ball. A little higher, it's an overhand pass. A little lower, it's a clean underhand pass.
Great work there. There's White, Burns, Tate, Henry, and down in traffic.
Yeah, got the advantage of that one. It tipped off the blocker and just shifted the flight path to the back row and made it almost impossible to play cleanly.
One serving one. Here's Marie Fogarty for the Mounties, right of center now. O'Neill, Power, Sweet Apple, Henry, back row, O'Neill, Power, out, too much on it. Point and serve to the Mounties.
Yeah, on a rare occasion, that was White again. It was on a rare occasion. She did not come down on top of the ball. She sort of caught it fairly level, which meant it just drifted long.
Two serving one. Fogarty. Out. Point and serve to the Hurricanes. Two serving two. McGinnis in, Fogarty out. And here is White.
Yeah, that was another one of those deep float serves. It just didn't. It started to dip right at the end, but didn't quite drop enough to stay in the court.
The girl serves a bullet. Wowzer! The speed on that ball, amazing. Yeah. Thank you.
Getting a little too dynamic on that last call.
Sorry, Ian.
It's okay. I just don't. I hate seeing red, especially on the meters.
Yeah, I have to. I don't know if it's my woofer or my tweeter, but
mostly just the volume. Great shot, roll shot by Burns on there.
Nice block. Got to say, seeing quality ball gets me excited, and I want to share it. But anyway, there we go. My wife calls it the indoor voice. Oh, what a rally.
Definitely the best rally of the match so far. Both sides leaving everything out there. They're playing good, solid defense. Both teams are blocking quite well. And it's just making good decisions on those attacks.
All right. This is Utrosa serving from left of center, three serving three. And as in the first two sets, it's been,
I'm not sure whether that's ours or theirs or just a random person in an orange suit. They were down behind the warm-up area for the visiting team. Can't be there. You're stepping out towards the court. Not allowed to be out there.
All right. McCain got it across. Sweet Apple, Henry, Tate. Oh, my. The team as a whole reacted, but they weren't able to contact the ball. Coming in is Marissa O'Donnell. She will take off Hannah Power. Four serving three, Mounties.
Now, O'Donnell's a first-year setter/lib out of Fredericton. I think that's where that was.
Block. Off the antenna, out. All even at four serving four. And this will be Sweet Apple. 2.4 points per set. She's a number three scorer offensively coming at it. Wowzer. Something from nothing there. Block out. Point to the Canes. Five serving four now. Sweet Apple wants two in a row, Ian.
Yeah, that was another instance of the blockers just not quite getting their hands in the right position to turn the ball back in towards the court.
McGinnis, Tate, McCain.
Nice,
Henry.
beautiful back bump set by McGinnis on that one.
Five serving five. Estefan. Net and out. Point and serve Mounties. Mounties 6-5. A 1 point lead. Estefan to serve. She'll be left of center. We're in set number 3 here. Wow. Tip kept in. And the block.
The advantages having 6'4" in that middle position.
I don't think McDonald left her feet. She just raised her hand in.
A little bit more than that, but not a lot. She's still in great position to make the play, though.
Great leap. Great touch. Well done. 6, serving 6. Burns. Henry. Punching out.
Yeah, that set was tight to the net, tough, and all McCain could do was try and just punch it over, pushed it long.
Lead to the Hurricanes, 7 serving 6. From the left side, this is a number 1 O'Neill. Henry. Tate. It's in play. Push. No one there. McDonald said, I did that. 8 serving 6.
Little bit of a mishit, but she still got enough of the ball. It just wound up pushing it deep. Mounties were all uptight on coverage for tip over which McDonald's been doing a fair bit as well. Just short tips behind the blockers.
Burns, McGinnis, Henry, still in play. White, McGinnis, Tate, the hit. What a rally. The block. McGinnis, Burns. What a rally. Set, tip, up. Burns, Henry. Mountie ball. Mountie point. Mountie serve. 4 touches on that last one.
Yep.
Okay, Guerrero comes out and Jubenville comes in. This is McCain. She'll be left of center for the Mounties. 7 serving 8. Another teeter-totter battle in. Set. Block. Oh, my.
Beautiful job by the Mounties to keep that ball alive.
Oh! Bodies fly. 9 serving 7. Jubenville out. And Utroza back in. And here is Abby McDonald.
Yeah,
right of center.
There's been both teams are blocking quite well today, which is forcing the hitters to make decisions to go with off-speed hits and tips a lot more than we would normally see at this level. And
double strike. Lead by 3, Ian.
Yeah, just didn't quite get the hands level on that one.
Abby McDonald, right of center. Henry, McGinnis, Henry, Mounties, point and serve. 8 serving 10.
Yeah, McGinnis has done several bump sets, and she's been doing a great job getting that ball placed into optimal hitting area.
Henry, right of center. Block. Must come now. That's Sweet Apple. Gallagher. Tate. In. Oh, my. 9 serving 10.
Yeah, just curved that down the inside edge of the line. Nicely done.
Mounties up 2-0. The Mounties took the first set 25-20 and the second 26-24. If you're just joining us here on ACAA TV, powered by Sport Canada TV. White. Out. All even, Ian. All even. 10-10. Henry to serve. Tip, back, must go. It's alive. Free ball. The set. White. Gallagher, yes. No. Point to the Canes. Serve to the Canes. And here is Marissa O'Donnell. 0.2 sets, or points per set at least. Left of center. Oh my, it's alive. Tate. Point to the Mounties, serve to the Mounties. 11-11. Craig Hoskins doing some serious pacing, Ian. Looking intense.
He can be a very intense individual, but he works well with the teams.
Fogarty, Henry, Burns, O'Neill, McDonald, White out. Point to the Mounties, serve to the Mounties, lead to the Mounties. Fogarty to serve. An exciting match here. Every point hard earned between two quality clubs. 12 serving 11. O'Donnell, Sweet Apple, found a sweet spot. 12-12. Point and serve, and here's White. If you're going to have anybody take you through a tough spot, White's the woman to have on your side.
Yeah, she does a jump serve with a really hard hit top spin.
They got 1 point lead to the Canes. 13 serving 12.
Yeah, that was a really tight play at the net. It was almost interference, but the ball just got to the net, so so the defender blocked or caught a piece of it. But because it had reached the level of the vertical level of the net, line of the net, it was legal.
Henry, Tate, McCain. Point and serve to the Mounties. The block went off the playing surface. Gallagher back in. Logan Tate to serve. 13 serving 13. This is a heavyweight duel, punch for punch, Ian. Tate is right of center for the serve for the Mounties. Lead to the Mounties, 14-13 now. And Logan Tate wants 2 in a row. I am sure of that.
Yeah, and that one just sort of showed the importance of getting that serve reception or first pass in, so under control, so that you can actually run a offense that you are looking to go at the other team with, rather than having to scramble through to get the ball over the net.
McCain, Gallagher, Burns, Jubenville, Sweet Apple. No. Point to the Canes.
Tate did a great job to get to that second contact for the ball, but wasn't able to stay on her own side of the center line.
14-14. This is Utrosa. She is left of center. Oh my. You wonder how they made the recovery there. McGinnis. McCain, no. Point to the Canes, 15-14. We're in set 3 here at McCormick Gym, Mount Allison University, Sackville, New Brunswick. I'm Steve Ridlington on play-by-play. Ian Allen on our analyst and technical producer. Ben Hootchard on camera. This is ACAA TV, powered by Sports Canada TV. Thank you for being with us. And it's alive. Tate, they hit the power. The Mounties have it. Lead, serve. Check that. They may have just tied it.
Yep, they did. Yeah, that was Estefan with two great middle attacks. First one that Canes did a good job to keep it in play. Second one, they weren't quite able to hang on to.
Must go. It does. O'Donnell with the set. Sweet Apple, the block, the tip, back over again. Down it goes. Henry playing very wisely at the net.
And a very friendly bounce and spin off the cable at the top of that net. Oof.
Point and serve and lead to the Mounties, 16-15. This is Burns. O'Neill, Tate, Gallagher, Henry. 2-point lead, Mounties, 17-15.
Spencer coming back in just to give them a little more ball control, I think, on subbing in for McDonald. She drop a couple inches in about 4 inches in height, but a little better ball control on plays that aren't right at the net.
Burns. Burns. Free ball. The set. Blast up, still in play.
Oh.
And out, Mounties, Estefan. You see Estefan's amazing smile of satisfaction there, Ian. You know how emotionally invested these women are in the game when you see that sort of release of sorts. Great serve. Point to the Mounties. Timeout to the Hurricanes. A 4-point lead, 19-15. Ian, we've got a great statistician, or at least scoreboard controller in our minor officials, and I'm so used to just understanding where the score is when. So,
yeah, Mounties pulled that one off. They've had a bit of a run here, a bit more control off of things. We did see Spencer come in for McDonald in the middle for the Canes, and you could see the reason right away. Spencer, a little more body control. She's able to hit the ball harder. McDonald is doing a good job, decent job when she's in there. There's no question about that. But I think she's still trying to get her rhythm and her timing down to be able to come down on top of the ball and hit it. Most of her hits are off speed or tips. And I think they put Spencer back in to be able to a little more aggressive on that offensive front.
Have you been surprised, Ian, by what we've seen? I mean, yes, the sets are close. Yes, the teams are close in terms of talent and capacity. Are you surprised that it's 2-0 and we're in the latter stages of a third where it could go either way?
Yeah, a little surprised. I mean, it was going to be tight. If I was going to call a prediction off the start of the match, I would have called possibly either team 3-1. I was leaning just a bit, what I've seen so far this year, maybe towards the Mounties a little bit. But this is what I was expecting to see. It's been a tight match. Ball's going back and forth. A lot of great digs from both sides to keep the ball in play. And a lot of smart decisions on offense as well.
Henry. Tate. Coming over to O'Neill. Oh, power off O'Neill with that windmill swing. 17 serving 19. This set is not over yet. Sweet Apple. She's right of center at least. Henry. McCain. Off of Sweet Apple and out. Point to the Mounties. Serve to the Mounties. And it consolidates their lead. Estefan out, and here is
Sarah
Mason.
Mason, first-year player out of Fredericton, bringing in. She's probably the shortest power hitter we have, left side hitter we have, but she's got excellent elevation on her jumps. Nice bit of a jump serve here. She's a strong server as well, which is why Coach Kraus brought her in.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was white. Again.
I still like the drawing an analogy to a coiled steel spring. White has such power in a compact package.
Yeah, and it's for her. It's all timing, and she's coming. A lot of times, she's coming down on the ball. That's her timing's so good. She does that. And
Fogarty says,
nice quick to the middle. Blockers didn't follow her up, and wide open shot.
21-18 Mounties. 21 serving 18. McCain left of center, number 12. Here we go. O'Donnell with the set. Tate. Henry. O'Neill. Over. Tate. Henry. Out. Serve to the Canes. Point to the Canes. McDonald in. Utrosa in. McDonald going back for the serve. 19 serving 21. Don't leave your screen, folks. Dig. Tate. Burns. Sweet Apple. O'Donnell. O'Neill. Out. Point to the Mounties. Serve to the Mounties. Henry to go back to serve. Gallagher replaces McGinnis as lib. Henry right of center for the serve. 22-19. Mounties lead it in set 3. White.
Excellent dig by McCain.
Henry.
Gallagher with the free
Ball,
over.
yep. Push. Tate. Burns. Up. Sweet Apple. Back row. Henry. Gallagher. Must go. No. Point and serve to the Canes. Careered in. We've got a timeout taken by
the Mounties, yeah.
Yep.
This case, it's just Canes are starting to work their way back into this one, and Coach Gross just wants to put a pause on that, basically on the pattern they've got working right now. Oh, it must be a wet weekend. I'm having troubles trying to find words today.
Well, fortunately, all right, Verity. Verity, please. Verity in Calgary says, I can't even drink my tea. I'm so excited. So proud of the girls. Verity, take a sip for us. All right, the girls are playing so well, and the Hurricanes are playing a tremendous brand of volleyball as well. What an exciting match for fans in the Hurricane Nation and the Mountie Nation.
Yeah, and this is going to be leading into a couple of really good matches coming up, because we have Canes are going down to St. John to play undefeated UNBSJ. Assuming based on their match today, they should win it, so they might still be. But then next Friday night, we've got the face-off between Mount Alice and UNBSJ here at 7 p.m. the Friday night. That's a game that was rescheduled from November 2nd.
Wowzer.
That is going to be a fun match next Friday.
McGinnis. Tate. Hit. Sweet Apple. Mounties. Take the point. Take the serve. Have the lead. Mason is in. And she swaps out with Estefan.
Yep, put Estefan back up in that front row just because of the extra level of blocking that she can provide. Timeout called by Canes. Again, trying to just sort of stop the momentum that Mounties have worked back into. With winning that one, they just want to make sure that they're thinking more about where they're going to try and serve it than actually just executing that serve.
Hey, Ian, what a treat to bring this game to the good folks and to our viewers. Thank you so much wherever you're watching this one.
Yeah,
Brazil today.
Yeah, we've had people reaching out to us from Nanaimo to Fredericton and down to Rio.
How exciting to be able to share this with you guys. And don't forget, ACAA TV will offer you the opportunity to follow both these teams if you're in the Hurricane Nation or the Mountie Nation. Holland is at UNBSJ, as Ian has told us, at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And the Mounties will have a game at 2 p.m. in Truro against the Dal AC Rams.
Yeah, Steve, I believe that they've dropped the AC part and it's now just Dalhousie Rams for the agricultural campus.
Great.
That's in Bible Hill.
Yep.
And Dalhousie Tigers refers to the main campus in Halifax.
Right on. Thank you. Hurricanes pick up a point. 21 serving 23. Carrerd is in. Oh my, and here's White to potentially bring the Canes home to a set here.
This is the server they want back there too.
A bullet. Oh my, point and serve to the Mounties. Gallagher in, McGinnis out. Logan Tate has potential set point and match point right here. Set, Sweet Apple, Henry, Tate. There it is. There it is, Ian. 25-21. Your thoughts on the third set and your thoughts on the 3-0 win.
Start off, I'm a little surprised at the three straight set win for the Mounties in this one, but both sides played phenomenal, played great. There's a lot of great scrambles, digging the ball up on both sides. I think the main difference again would have been the Mounties blocking at the net, and it showed, like stats show, they're the top of the league in those stats, and that it's not just the blocks that get the blocking stuffs that get recorded as kills, but it's also the blocks where the rally will continue through, and it just forces the opposition to make offensive choices that they're not either ready or happy to make.
All right, this one will put a whole lot of importance into that UKC UNBSJ game later this afternoon. Yep. And wow, I don't even want to project into that mess of numbers in the standings, Ian.
No, we'll have a discussion on that next Friday evening coming into that match against UNBSJ, because I'm sure things are going to be bouncing back and forth all day today and tomorrow.
Right on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute treat to share this one with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for reaching out via our mailbox and the chat box on YouTube. Ian, go ahead.
Yeah, just three quick little shout-outs. Colleen McCullough, great games. Well done, girls. And that's come in cheering for the Canes. It's so enjoyable to watch. And Carrie Fogarty, fun, competitive match. Great play by both sides, and I agree completely on that. Like, we've had good rallies before in some of the matches leading into this one so far this season. But this is literally the first match where I've been up on the front edge of my seat for the entire match.
Yeah, well said, Ian. And let's just review once again very quickly. The Mount Allison Mounties take a 3-0 victory over the Holland Hurricanes. It was 25-20 Mounties in the first set, 26-24 in the second, 25-21 in the third. We were so pleased to bring you this game, and we look forward to seeing you next time here from McCormick Gym and Mount Allison University in Sackville. For Ben Hoochard, our camera guy, for Ian Allen, our analyst and technical producer, I'm Steve Ridlington, who handled play-by-play. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon, everyone. So long for now.